Carl, you know.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I'm sweating now, aren't I?
Oh, great. We're live. Yeah. We're live. Yeah. I've got a couple here to show you. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
Yeah. So, first of all, the cellar.
Oh, what's that like?
It's good. Yeah. It's very good. Yeah. They are. There's the it's the same artwork, like, actually. And there's the back. Yeah. It's like a supernatural thriller and that, you know. Yeah. It's very good. Yeah. I watched it on Shudder first. And I thought I'd get the Blu-ray, you know. So yeah, it's very good. Yeah, I won't say too much about it.
What year is that? Is that quite recent?
Recent one, yeah. It's got special features as well.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, so that's that one, and then this one here, which is a Korean movie, and that is called The Cat.
Oh, The Cat.
That's very good. Yeah. Subtitles though. So you've got to read subtitles. Yeah. So so that I've done a review of that actually today.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sure. You know, but I mean, some of the subtitles of the Korean movies are really good. The Korean horror movies.
Yeah. Well, that's a great one. That, Carl, it really is. Yeah. Oh, we've got our first comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Walk on. Always believe. Watch it, Alan. I hope you are well. Yeah. Grace. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. PL is saying, have you seen a Skeleton Key? I don't think I have. Have you, Carl?
I don't think so.
No, don't think I've seen that one.
Let me have a look.
No. Is it any good, is it? PL.
So how are you enjoying the heat? Too much? Too much.
Oh, I can't stand it. Couldn't sleep again last night. Terrible.
I know. It's the night time that gets you. So it's a 2005 movie.
Oh, I think I've seen that one. Is that set in the swampland in New Orleans, PL? I think I've actually got that one in my collection. Yeah, from what I can remember, it's a good film. Yeah, that's the one. Yes, yeah. Snape 72. Evening, gentlemen. You okay? Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Oh, here's Peace, Placendo guy. You okay, Peace? Thanks for dropping by. Evening, Alan and Carl. Evening. Brian Hall. Hello, guys. You okay, Brian? PL, did you see Demon Knight? Oh, is that the Tales from the Crypt? Have you seen that, Carl? Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt?
No.
I haven't seen it. No. I've seen like trailers of it, like bits of it, but I haven't seen it right through. But I like the Tales from the Crypt series with the puppets. Do you remember the series?
Yeah.
That's quite good. Yeah, and the 1972 Tales from the Crypt. That was the main feature film. Yeah, but no, I haven't seen that one. Right, some more comments coming in. Horror fan forever hungry. Hello, dudes. You okay, mate? Thanks for dropping by.
What a name that is. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Horror fan forever hungry. Seen The Void. Yeah, I didn't like it. Have you seen it, Carl? The Void?
No, I haven't.
No, I didn't like it. It's kind of a HP Lovecraftian thing. I think it's something to do with like scientists and experiment. Yeah, I wasn't too keen on that one. Seen it must have been about 3 or 4 years ago now. Right. Walk on, always believe. I have 9 Blu-rays on pre-order, and I'm really looking forward for them to arrive. Good stuff. Yeah, I got a couple today from Amazon and that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a pickup soon, Carl. So maybe the weekend. So we like to stack. Yeah.
I think I've got about 6 on order.
Yeah.
Because when you're at the cinema, you can't go to the cinema to watch these films. They're pretty much able to pre-order straight away, aren't they? So
definitely. Yeah.
And I mean, the one I've got is Phantom on the Open.
Right.
That's the golf one. That's That's out on next day, so that's probably the next one to arrive.
I love doing me pickups videos and that. Yeah. Really get a kick out of it.
What's your favourite when you actually do a video? Is it the pickups, your out and about, or your reviews, or do you? I'll tell
you what, Carl. I've dropped the out and about now. I've dropped them. Yeah. So what I'm doing now, I'm doing the pickups, the movie reviews, book reviews, the occasional book reviews, but I'll drop it out and about now. Yeah. So but I love doing, as I say, I love doing the pickups and that, and I love doing the ratings as well. 1 to 10 and that, because I'm just going to do the Hammer House of Horror TV series. I'm going to do a rating for those. So that's coming up soon and that. Oh yeah, I love doing those videos. Yeah. I get great enjoyment out of them. Talking to people and that. Yeah, and I always love it when somebody sees one of the reviews and say, "I've got to pick that one up. I've got to get that movie."
That's right. And you do. You watch everyone's videos, and everyone's got different opinions. But you do write them down. You end up picking them up yourself. I mean, there's so many movies in the YouTube community that are quite old, but sort of on the surface that everyone's buying them, and they're buying them so much they're sold out on HMV because most of us guys have bought them because it's popular in the community. So
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I had one question for you, Alan, which I'm trying to think of a question. What is your favourite decade, I would say, for horrors? I think you're probably, because I know you're more 50s, 60s, that sort of thing. Would you say that? Yeah. Would you say going back that old, or?
Well, what my favourite decade, Carl? Well, I'd have to say, well, obviously Universal Horror in the 30s. That was the first. That was me. That was a staple of me growing up. So, so the 30s, 40s, 50s was more. There was a lot of science fiction movies made in the 50s. There was a few horror movies and that, but a lot of course, Hammer started in 1957 with Dracula, and then the Curse of Frankenstein in 1958. But the 60s, 70s, and some 80s as well. Not so many in the 90s. The Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, but I have to say I couldn't really choose between the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, and some 80s. So I haven't really got a favourite decade, but how about you?
Well, I was just laying in bed last night because it was so hot, and I was laying in bed trying to think of a sort of a reasonable, good question to ask you. I know the answer to. I'm about 10 years out. Yours, but because the 80s is brilliant. You got is what I grew up with, but you got silliness there where you I'll go right, but they get, there's a door upstairs, go out the door and run. No, go upstairs. Get trapped. That sort of thing. So you got that side of things in the 80s. I wouldn't say 90s, but then obviously you're getting the more gruesome kill scenes, for instance. More, the camera works a lot better than what it was. And like, for instance, one of my favorite franchises, Final Destination.
Oh yeah, I've seen one or two of them years ago.
So, going through the richness of that, there is a bit. Some of them are a bit silly, the kill scene and stuff. But I was just trying to think what was my actual favorite decade. Because I'd always say 80s, but from watching Slaughter High last night, it was a bit. She had a chance of going out the door, and she ran straight upstairs. I was just trying to think, really. So the 80s, maybe. I don't know. I'm undecided, really.
Yeah, well, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, that was my favourite nightmare in 1984. Yeah, and then Freddy's Revenge, it gets a lot of stick, Freddy's Revenge, but I quite like that one. And then the one where Nancy came back in the Dream Warriors. Yeah, that was a good one. But after that, he started turning into a comedian.
That's right. First, I don't think you can beat the first three.
Oh no.
I love the artwork on. The number 2, Freddy's Revenge, and we've got a bus, an American bus that goes around the local area, and they are so huge, especially on these sort of streets, and it always brings back memories of that movie for some reason.
I remember getting it from the video shop when I first got my video recorder in 1986. That was one of the first movies I rented out, Nightmare on Elm Street and that. And as I say, I like the first 3 Freddy Krueger, but after that, they turned him into a wisecracking, like a comedian, and he got sillier and sillier as he went on in that. But Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, and I'm trying to think of Michael Myers, Halloween 2, that about 81, was it? 1981, something like that.
Around that,
it was about 1981, and then of course you had the Halloween 3. I wasn't too keen on that one, but the others, the first 2 I like the best. So I just got some comments up.
Sorry,
Oh, by the way, if any of you just joined us, this is Carl from Carl in the 09 channel. He's been a very good friend on YouTube and that. And I'll leave a link down to Carl's channel. He's taking a little break at the moment, aren't you, Carl, from YouTube?
Yeah. It's turned into a break, but it has turned into a break now. We'll be back. So.
Right, okay. I'll leave a link down to Carl's channel. Yeah, he's a great guy. Go along and subscribe and that, yeah. So thanks again, Carl, for coming tonight. Appreciate it. Yeah.
It's amazing what the support's like in the community, because, you know, you hang up your boots, but I've done 3 lives in
footballers.
Months now. Yeah. So, you know, it's
right.
Really...
Right, I'll just get some comments then. Oh, here's one here from PL. Have you seen The Reckoning? No. Haven't seen it. Have you, Carl? The Reckoning.
That rings a bell. So I've got a habit of saying, I say it every live. I've got a habit of saying no, and then I get a shout saying, yes, you have.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have.
No. Doesn't ring a bell with me. No.
No.
PL. Have you seen The Sadness? I watched that just last week. Yeah, that's the zombie flick. Yeah, it was okay. I'll tell you, I want to save myself a few bob because I watched it on Shudder because I was going to buy that. It's quite expensive. Have you seen it, Carl?
No, I wanted to buy it, and it's really expensive. And I've had a few contacts, but they couldn't get hold of it. So
yeah.
So
it costs a bomb.
I want to watch.
It's very gory, yeah. So I'm glad I've watched it now, so it'll save me about 30 quid. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you do the Shudder on the cheap trial side of Shudder? Did you?
What's that called?
Did you sign up for that Shudder?
Yeah. I've signed up for it now, so I'm going through all the movies now. That's where I saw the this one, The Cellar on Shudder. Yeah. So I liked it that much. I added to my collection. Yeah. It's not a fantastic movie, but it is quite good. It's not fantastic, but this has got the special features anyway, so I'm looking forward to watching them now. And I signed up to Shudder. Yeah, I quite like it. Yeah, very good. Here's Peace again. Thoughts on the new Monsters film trailer from Rob Zombie? It's certainly something. Ha ha. I've only seen one trailer of it. How about you, Carl? The Monsters?
I haven't seen it.
No. Yeah, I doubt it'll be as good as the original. You know, it's very, very rare, isn't it? The originals, you know, they do like a remake, and it's very rare. It's better than the original, you know. Just get I think
that was one of the questions, wasn't it? Like on a competition one, what remakes are actually better or as good as the original? You know, I suppose. Well, there ain't many, really, is there? I mean,
no.
Did you like Wrong Turn, the new one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did like that one. A lot of people hate that. A lot of people love it. I liked it. I'll tell you what I did like, Carl. Amityville Horror, the remake in 2006. I thought that was... Yeah, have you seen that one?
I saw that at the cinema, yeah.
Yeah, I quite liked that one. But the first one with James Brolin in and Margot Kidder in 1979, I fell asleep through that. Because I thought it was very slow.
I rented that one out, and it was okay back in the day. But I did like is that the remake with Melissa George?
The 2006 one, the Amityville Horror. Was it Melissa George? I like that one. Yeah, I thought that was better. When he's on the roof, he's up on the roof, isn't he? Yeah, that's a good one, that. Yeah. But I didn't like the 1979 one. I'll tell you what I have got, Carl, talking about the Amityville Horror. I've got the new Blu-ray 4-movie set that just come out with the, people buy the items from the house and the haunted, basically. So I've got that to watch. So that'll be in my next pickups video, which I hope to do on Sunday. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to watching them. Yeah. But as I say, I didn't like that 1979 one.
No.
PL is saying, have you seen What We Do in the Shadows 2014? I think I have seen that. I wasn't too keen on it. How about you, Carl?
I don't think I have. Terrible.
No. Yeah. PL, did you see Orphan? I love Orphan. Yeah, it's a great movie. Have you seen that, Carl?
Back in the day, yeah. That was quite a good movie back in the day.
Yeah, and I believe they're making a sequel as well.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, it's good. Orphan. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite modern horror movies, and that. Yeah, and I tell you what, I didn't see the twist at the end. No.
So what we do in the Shadows 2019? I haven't seen that. That's quite a recent one.
No. Chestnut 7. Hi, Alan. Everyone, you okay? Thanks for dropping by. Walk on, always believe. I've ordered a few from Germany and one from Spain. Sadly, no British release. I've started to order from the German Amazon. They've got some pretty good ones there. How about you, Carl? Do you order from the foreign?
I almost bought Slaughter High from the German Amazon on Blu-ray. So I almost did, but I didn't buy that. No, I've gone American, I've gone Australian. I did actually get the Spanish Spanish one of True Lies. From, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I managed to get the English cover. And it went well. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Right.
But yeah, no complaints going abroad. You know, it's now you've got a multi-region player, you can do that. So
yeah. Right, PL saying, will you see the new Salem's Lot? Yeah, but I'm not holding my breath that it's going to top the David Soul one. I believe it's been put back till next year. Are you going to see that, Carl? The new Salem's Lot?
That's going to take a lot of beating the original.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah.
1979, the original. So
yeah, David Soul. Yeah. Oh, yeah. PL again, right. Will you see the new Resident Evil show?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Not a fan of them. How about you, Carl?
I love playing the games back in the day.
Yeah.
The movies, the first one I would say was the best. The rest were total rubbish for me personally. I mean, I don't want to upset anyone because they have got a lot of fans. But didn't like the Resident Evils. The new Resident Evil sort of animated one that was on Netflix a while ago. A lot of people didn't like that. I actually thought that was quite good because that kind of followed the game of what you're playing. And this one looks good as well.
Right.
What Pierre's on about. So I'm looking forward to watching that one as well.
Yeah. Right. Snape 72 was saying, I got today in the movie from Cool Dude. Oh, Sean C. Phillips. Yeah. I watch his videos regularly. Amityville Karen. Amityville Karen. That's a new one on me. I think I do a review on YouTube. I think that is a good way to watch the movies I have and to see what I really got. Amityville Karen, Carl. Have you heard of that one?
No, I haven't.
No.
Is that a?
Tell you what, they are off milking that Amityville franchise, aren't they? God,
you know, coming up on an anniversary or something. Or
I don't know, but they aren't off milking it, like, you know. Yeah, because I believe it's copyright free, the Amityville name. So yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
Amityville Karen. So.
Yeah. All right.
Not coming up with any. Oh, there you go. I've got two different pictures. I've got that one.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And
that's a good one. Yeah, and that's a good one as well. I must probably get that on DVD when it comes out. Or if it's on Shudder. Yeah, I'll watch it on Shudder. Yeah.
Must be on a streaming service. Yeah. I've not heard it.
Right. Here's your good lady called Stacey. You okay, Stacey? Hiya. Have you, or would you like to visit any creepy places, e.g., house location from film or famous haunted pubs, etc.? I would like to visit the Abbey in Whitby and do the Jack the Ripper tour. I've never actually visited any actual, famous haunted locations. But yeah, maybe sometime in the future I might like to do that. How about you, Carl? Haunted locations?
Yeah, there's a couple. They're not really in this country. I mean, I'd like to go to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah.
Sean Chandler did a video recently on that. It just looked really, really good. So I'd like to do that one. But I do have a friend that visits America, or used to before COVID.
Oh yeah,
on Halloween, and they obviously take Halloween very seriously. But there's you can actually go and spend a night. Go and spend a night in the crop circles, the cornfields.
Oh yeah.
And you've got like a serial killer, not obviously a real serious serial killer.
Yeah, so it's like fake one.
And you've got to try and escape him and stuff through the cornfield and stuff.
Right.
Like that. That sounds quite good fun. I think that's helping out as well. So
yeah. Oh well, and of course you've got places like the Whaley House, haven't you? That house with all the different rooms and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's loads, isn't there, when you think about it and that, you know. But yeah, it might be something to consider sometime in the future, going to an actual haunted location. But I don't think I could spend the night in the graveyard. I don't think I could do that. Not like in Most Haunted. I could never do that. No. But I wouldn't mind visiting. One place I'd like to visit. I'm not talking about horror now. Graceland's Elvis's.
Oh yeah,
Elvis,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jack the Ripper tour, that's doable for us because it's not too far.
Yeah.
And you know, it's
that's Whitechapel, isn't it? Whitechapel.
Yeah. So it'd be quite interesting because you know it has happened. So
yeah, that's right. All the places and that. Yeah, it'd be interesting. That.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Andy Howard's here. You okay, mate? 80s was the best decade for horror. They made some good horror movies in the 80s. Yeah. Carl, do you share that opinion? Yeah.
I do. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, you know, you can't beat it, can you? You know, you got Halloween, you got
on streets. Yeah.
You got Child's Play. You know, there's so many, isn't there? I mean,
there is definitely. Yeah. PL is saying, have you seen the Creepshow 3 movies? I've seen Creepshow 3, and I thought it wasn't bad years ago. Like, they've only made 3 Creepshow movies, haven't they, apart from the series? Have you seen all 3 Creepshow movies, Carl?
I thought there was only 2.
Just 2?
I've got this one. Creepshow 3?
Creepshow 3. I thought it wasn't a bad little movie, to be honest with you. Yeah.
I love the short stories. They're brilliant.
Yeah, and you have like the cartoon at the beginning with the magazine and that. Yeah, like a creeper. Yeah.
2006. That one, 2006. I'll have to get that one.
Yeah, Creepshow 3. Yeah, years since I've seen it. Like, I thought it was quite good, but not as strong as the first 2, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
And this while I'm on the subject of Creepshow, while the comments come up, that's what annoys me so much. I've got the Arrow special edition up there, Creepshow 2.
Yeah.
But you can't get it. It doesn't match. Arrow hasn't done the original Creepshow in the same sort of set, if you know what I mean. You know, it's completely different. It don't match.
God, that's annoying, isn't it? I know what you mean. I hate that myself. Why bring an odd one out, like when you do the first one, then the second one, and then the third one? I mean, why didn't they do that? You know, but I know what you mean. Yeah,
it's frustrating. I think it's to do with productions and stuff like that. But there's so many movies. I like that.
Right, Chestnut 7. I watched Brightburn the other night. Not a bad film. I didn't like that one. That's about the boy's like a superhero, but he's a villain. Have you seen that one, Carl? Brightburn.
Brightburn, no, doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, I wasn't too keen on it. Brian Gilson say, hi, Alan and Carl. Hope you're both well. All right, Brian. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, nice to have you along in that. Oh, by the way, Carl, we're going on till 9:30. Is that okay? 2 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Is that all right? Yeah. 9:30. Yeah. Right. Andy Howard. You okay, Andy? Hello, Alan and Carl.
Hi, Andy.
Thanks for dropping by, and Edward Coppock. Evening, everyone. Hope you're all okay. Yeah, great. Thanks, Edward. Hope you are. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Chestnut 7. Hi, Alan, Carl, and everyone. You okay, mate? Thanks for dropping by. Walk on, always believe. I like all decades, with every decade having great flicks, yeah. But for horror, my favourites are 2000s, 1920s, as I love silent horrors, and the 1980s, yeah. Yeah, good point, silent horror movies. Have you seen any of them, Carl, silent horror movies?
Yeah, a few back when I was younger, not so much recently.
Yeah, I watched The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari quite recently on Eureka Entertainment. It was quite good. Yeah, although I'm not a huge fan of silent movies, but that was quite good.
Yeah,
I like the twist at the end as well. Yeah, I won't tell you what the twist is in case you want to get it for yourself. But it's supposed to be the first horror movie ever made. So there you go. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. But as I say, you've got to like 1920s and that, you know. Brian Gilson, have you seen the trailer for Rob Zombies? Oh God, the Monsters again. The Monsters movie. I don't fancy it, to be honest with you. The Monsters, yeah. I used to like the old series and that, you know, with Yvonne De Carlo and the guy that was in Pet Sematary, Fred Gwynn, he played the Frankenstein, didn't he? You know, have you seen the old monsters, Carl? Yeah,
yeah,
he played. Yeah. He played like the Frankenstein, and then Yvonne De Carlo, wasn't it? And then you had the kids as well, didn't you? Yeah, I used to watch that as a kid. Yeah.
You've got a thing in the comments, Alan. You've got an someone just saying H, blocking up all the comments, giving away spoilers.
God, where's this, Carl?
Just it just comes up H. He's just logged all the comments out basically. So
flipping heck! I'm up to Chestnut 7. I'm on to horror fan forever hungry now. Yeah,
that's the one.
Horror fan forever hungry. I'm up to now, Carl. Yeah,
that's the one spreading spoilers.
Oh right, yeah. I'll have to watch out for them because I don't like that myself. You know, yeah. Thanks for letting me know about that. Anyway.
Well, they start off like that.
Yeah.
And then obviously innocent. I mean, that's a perfectly good question and everything. And as they go down, they start to think. You know, I mean, I lost it on last time when you were live.
I remember it last week. Yeah, that's right.
But that wasn't he was spoiling it for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to keep it. Yeah.
What he said didn't happen in the film. Yeah. So they don't. So if there's anyone out there that is reading the comments right now, because it says it in the comments, doesn't mean it's going to happen. Well, Alan,
it's the only way you can block them out from where I am now. It's the only way you can do that, or because I'm not very.
I'm as bad as you, Alan. I've no idea.
All right. Well, keep me informed about that, Carl. Anyway, I'll watch out for them.
Well, so what I would do when you get down to Edward Copperpot, that's when I'd stop.
Right, okay.
Constant.
Right.
No one else can get a word in edgeways basically because
blooming nuisances, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, thanks for that. Anyway, horror fan forever hungry. Human Centipede is a solid watch. Oh, I know Jordan watched them, didn't he? The Human Centipede. Yeah, you're gonna have a strong stomach. Yeah. Jordan did a good review of them. Did you see Jordan's review, Carl?
I did. Yeah. I mean, it's very brave to actually review something like that.
Yeah. Oh God, I don't think I could watch them, especially as eat me tea. I'll be going like that. Horror fan forever hungry. What's your gentleman wives' favourite horror film? Well, I'm not married, so I can't comment on that. How about you, Carl? Your gentleman wives' favourite horror film? Your wife's favourite horror film?
What's she?
No,
not really. She's not really a horror fan, really.
Watch anything really? Yeah. Right. Martin McBurney. I bought the Amityville set, Alan. Yeah, they are enjoyable, but Amityville 2, The Possession, is still my favourite from that franchise. That's quite a good one, that. The second Amityville horror. It's a bit like The Exorcist, only it's a guy. You know, have you seen that one, Carl?
I've seen them all.
That's creepy, that one.
Trying to actually remember them.
You can get mixed up, can't you? You know, you get mixed up with the stuff in that money.
I watched them all way back, and and even the 2006 one, I saw that at cinema, but I haven't watched it since. I have bought it, but I haven't rewatched it since 2006. So it's that'd be a good house to visit as well.
The Amityville, Oh yeah, when I read the book by Jay Anson in the late 70s, and when I first read the book, I actually thought that a lot of people were foxed by that, but when subsequently I read more about it, it was a big hoax. They've done it for the money. They've done it for the money, so which is a shame because everybody likes a good true ghost story, don't they? You know. I thought to myself when the part about the marching band and that in the house, and then the devil, you saw the devil at the top. I thought, is this really embellished? You know, it turned out it was embellished. But it was entertaining enough when I read it in that. But it shatters all the illusions, really, doesn't it?
Have you got any new books coming out at all? Or?
Me, I've got a horror movie quiz book. I'm just doing the finishing touches to it. So I'm doing a different category for each genre. So I'm up to the zombies now. So I've done Hammer, because so every aspect of the horror genre, there's going to be about 50 questions. So anybody who hosts quizzes and that, or as a party and likes doing quizzes, it'll be ideal. I'll let you know, Carl, when it's out.
Please, because that's a great idea.
Yeah, the horror movie quiz book is going to be called. So so I'm just doing the finishing touches to it now. So hopefully it's on Kindle and paperback. So I'll let you know.
You can imagine, hopefully, fingers crossed for you. But you know, you have people around for parties and stuff.
Yeah,
maybe people have Halloween parties. Buy a book.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Yeah. So I've enjoyed doing it. You know, researching and that. You know, and that'd be a good question. That'd be a good question. And just basically throw them all in and making sure that when you've done a chapter, all the answers at the end of a chapter, because there's nothing worse than doing a question and putting the answer right underneath, because you've got to sort of like go like that with your hand, haven't you? But, yeah. So you put it in the next chapter. It's much easier. You know. Yeah. So I'm enjoying writing that. I'll let you know anyway when it's out.
Please do.
Yeah. Edward, see it again. Edward Coppock. Have you seen I Know What You Did Last Summer? I've seen the first one. I liked it. I wasn't too keen on the others. Did you seen them, Carl? Haven't you? I Know What You Did Last.
I love the fun. I love the second one.
Haven't you got the box set?
Yeah. I saw them both at cinema. They've got first release. The third one I haven't actually seen, but I've heard it's meant to be not good at all. Right. So I'm saving that one. But I do. I loved all that. They were out around about the same time as Scream back in the 90s and everything, and it was just a good film to see at the cinema.
Yeah. So I like the first one, but I wasn't too keen on the others. But good question. Yeah.
Very good question.
Yeah. Horror fan forever hungry. You're going to watch the Winnie the Pooh film? I don't think so. I think I'm a bit old for that now. Winnie the Pooh. Are you going to watch it, Carl?
No, I won't be.
No, I don't think I'll be watching that. It hasn't got any horror elements in it, so I don't think I'll be watching that. But I did read the books when I was a kid by A.A. Milne. But you know, I was a big fan of I tell you, I used to love Carlene at Blyton. Used to like and Just William, all them.
Okay.
Oh, and then the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That was a good one. C.S. Lewis, But I think I'll be passing on Winnie the Pooh. Horror fan forever hungry. I watched Thor, Love, and Thunder today. I'm not a big fan of them. Mighty Thor. Oh. I have to skip that one.
He does.
Yeah, I just spotted that one, Carl.
It's the same person, Alan. It's the same person right the way down.
Is it?
I wouldn't even bother reading his comments.
Oh, right.
You can skip past them.
Yeah.
He's blocked all your comments up, and you've got 16 people in the chat. And
he's a nuisance, whoever he is. Where's the zap button?
There you go.
Right, Chestnut 7. Would you stay in the real Amityville horror house overnight on your own? Good question. Would I stay in any haunted house on my own? And I think the answer would be categorically no. How about you, Carl?
I would so love to. Not just that one, like you say. There are in this country haunted houses, as you know, I would so love to do that.
Yeah, the actual house.
Any horror house, you know, would be amazing.
On your own, just say they offered you $1 million. That would sort of like the enthusiasm.
I'd love to be scared, you know. So it'd be great.
Yeah, the actual house. Yeah.
Well,
you know, Most Haunted used to be on. It was very popular. On the Living channel. I used to watch that in the early noughties and that. Yeah, but as I watched it again, I found out it was like, you know, oh come on, this can't really be happening. Because every time they went to a house and that, something happened and that. I thought just as if, you know. So I just watched it before, and they went to a lot of haunted places. Most Haunted, you know. And they had like Derek Acora, who's sadly no longer with us.
He was funny, wasn't he, when he used to get possessed?
Oh God,
I didn't work out whether it's all fake or what, you know. I mean, I had a guy at work. He might even be watching this live stream now, but he loved it. You know, we'd talk about it every single week, and I think you can't help when he used to get possessed. His eyes used to go up in his head.
You know,
that's
right.
Is it real or not? You know, I don't.
Yeah. He used to have an office in Liverpool before he became famous and that, yeah. And he used to do all readings and that, yeah. But he was a showman. He was a showman, wasn't he? No doubt about it. Yeah.
He was definitely, yeah. And it did make good telly back in the day.
Yeah, it's good entertainment and that. I used to like what I used to like best about it, the actual structure of the house and that. And when Yvette Fielding would come and say all the history, giving a full history of the house. I used to love that. Yeah.
That's it. I mean, to be fair, I mean, like the presenters and stuff like that, you know, perhaps they knew it was fake, perhaps they didn't. I don't know. Perhaps it's not fake. But if you get told the full history of where you are, and you're in that moment, and bearing in mind it's pitch black, you've got night vision on some of the cameras.
That's right. Yeah.
I think it would freak you out, you know, especially with their noises and stuff.
Oh God, yeah. Well, there was one. I'm not sure if they actually went to this place, Carl, but you know Chester. Chester Town. Yeah, there's supposed to be. I think it's a Thornton's, a chocolate cabin Thornton's. I'm supposed to have a ghost from the 19th century, a little girl, and she throws all the chocolate boxes around the shop and that, and it is really haunted. Now, I'm not sure if they went there, you know, at one stage, but they covered a lot of places, didn't they, Carl?
Yeah.
They really did. Yeah.
Over, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it went for quite a few years, didn't it? It ran for.
Yeah.
Did it switch over to Sky? Did it? I don't know. I might be wrong, but
yeah. Oh, and the other guy as well, Julian Clegg. He'd come on first, wouldn't he? When he'd done the live events, he'd come on first, wouldn't he? Most haunted accessible areas, and then you get most haunted on at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
That's right.
Good entertainment, as you say. Yeah. Just skip this nuisance here, Carl. Walk on, always believe. Alan, horror fan, forever hungry, is a troll. Yeah, I think it's the same person from last time with a new title name. Hate it when they do that, you know.
Yeah. So if Alan has read out a comment from that, I'm not going to call it, but it's not a spoiler at all. Trust me, I saw that film last week, and what he's saying does not happen in that film at all.
Yeah.
So don't take too much notice.
Nuisance, like
it's got people, you know, that don't have anything better to do, really.
Oh God, I can see a big pile here, Carl. All his comments, yeah. What the heck is going on and on here?
Just he's basically just clogged up the stream for all the original people there that really do
I could sort of like block him. I've tried block user, Carl. I've clicked on block user. See if that does the trick.
Try that, and then if it does, because I have a chat to someone who does lives. I don't know too much about him, so
well, I've done that now. So let's hope he keeps away now. He's like an annoying bloody wasp at a party, isn't he? Buzzing around your head, you know. Brian Gilson, what is your favourite werewolf film? American Werewolf in London or The Howling? That's a good question. Very, very close, but I would have to say it edges it. American Werewolf in London just edges it for me. How about you, Carl?
He's hit the nail straight on the head, Brian. Them two are my favourite. I wouldn't go anything past Howling onwards, the rest of the franchise, but you can't beat American Werewolf in London.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I've got the poster there, as you can see.
Yeah, I like that. That is one of my favourite posters, especially at the bottom where you can see him changing into the stages and everything. And I don't think you can't beat American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, it's a part where he has the nightmare within a nightmare when he opens the door, those nasty zombies and that. And Jenny Agutter as the nurse. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what terrified me, Carl, on that, where they come out the pub and they're walking along the moors and that, and his mate gets attacked. Oh, that's horrific, that.
It is good. It's a good movie. It's
so well done, isn't it? No, but my favourite Wolfman, going back, I don't get me wrong, I love those two movies, but my favourite Wolfman would be Lon Chaney Jr. Because he brought a lot of pathos to the role. You know, you really felt sorry for him and that, you know, because he was in about I think it was 5 or 6 movies for Universal where he played the Wolfman, and you felt sorry for him in every movie he was in. He eventually got cured in the House of Dracula. But then Abbott and Costello, I regard that as more of a spoof. You know, Abbott and Costello and Frankenstein. Have you seen that one, Carl?
I think so, yeah. I've seen quite a few, but I'm not familiar with what the titles actually are. So
yeah, Abbott and Costello. I love Abbott and Costello. Yeah, I love that. I love a lot of Hardy.
Yeah.
Grace. Oh, are you going to watch Winnie the Pooh? Categorically, no. Winnie the Pooh horror movie, Blood and Honey. Never heard of it.
Ooh.
Martin McBurney. Have either of you seen the Crystal Lake Memories? I believe that's good. That about Jason. Yeah, it's a great documentary about the Friday the 13th. I want to get that one. Have you seen it, Carl?
No, I haven't. No, that seems an interesting.
No. Yeah, it tells you the whole history from Friday the 13th right through to the very last one. Yeah, so I think it's 101. I've released that one. You know, I think it's about 6 hours. You know, I might get that one actually. Yeah, I've got the big box set, the Screen Factory of all the which I showed, didn't I, on one of my videos? Yeah,
that is a magnificent set that you got. You know, you can't beat the artwork on that. It's amazing. I ordered that from Amazon in America. And it arrived, and every single case was busted inside. The actual box itself was perfect, but all the cases were broke. I sent them back, but when I sent it back, I wasn't able to reorder it because it was out of stock, and I never did reorder it. But I kind of got sent. I think Mondo Chelevit Movies sent me. I had a box set of Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And John was kind enough to send me the ones I didn't have. And
nice. Yeah.
I mean, come on. He's in a grave. He's dead and buried. And then he gets struck by lightning.
I know he's still alive. Yeah, I know. You're a bit far-fetched, like, you know. Yeah, you got to sort of like you got to suspend your sort of like disbelief, really, haven't you?
Yeah. So
well, they're good fun, like, but they did get a bit iffy as they went on. I tell you, the only one I haven't seen is Jason in Space, when he's in space.
That's the one I've got to do next. I've just done Jason Takes Manhattan.
I haven't seen that one, but I like obviously the first one. You can't beat the first one, can you? The part, you know, well, you know what I mean, don't you? The end,
Oh, definitely,
but I love those movies. Walk on always believes says, if you press the 3 dots by there on, I've already blocked them. Thanks very much for that. Walk on always believe. Good news. Wolf Creek 3 is definitely going ahead in 2023. Can't wait. Oh, at last day, Wolf Creek 3. Have you seen them, Carl? Wolf Creek.
The first one.
Yeah.
I've still got I haven't. I keep trying to pick the other one up. It's very hard to actually get.
Yeah. You know, they're very good. Yeah. The Australian Outback. Yeah. They're great. Them. Yeah. Oh, that's good news then. Yeah. I'll tell you what I didn't like, Carl. I didn't like the series of that. Wolf Creek, because it was more about the girl. You didn't really see much of Mick Taylor.
Yeah.
You know, but I do prefer the movies, to be honest with you. You know, this is where they slip up sometimes with these series. They do like a spin-off. It's never as good as the movies. Have you found that, Carl?
I do. Yeah. I mean, you'll say about Chucky, won't you?
Oh God, yeah. You see me video that, didn't you? Yeah. I know. I don't pull any punches, but I don't even get me started on Batman. Don't even get me started on that, because
I mean, let's get all these comments because we're going to get totally snagged off. I'm with you on Batman.
The Batman. Yeah, it was very disappointing, to say the least.
It was disappointing and far too long.
Oh yeah, you're telling me it did. As did Midsummer. Another one I don't like. Yeah, that could have been better if he'd have shortened it. You know, they were all dancing around all the time in white and that. Although it was a beautiful movie. You know, it was lovely scenery in that. You know, but they could have improved that by shortening it and I think
I saw Wolf Creek cinema back in the day.
Tony Crosby. Hello. Oh, we've got a policeman in the room, have we? Hello. What's going on here? Somebody's been watching Dixon and Doc Green.
Yeah.
Big staple in his 70s viewing. Andy Howard is saying, do either of you believe in ghosts? I don't, but I wonder if people that do are more scared by horror movies. Well, I actually do believe there's something, because we've had a lot of experiences. I can't go on now about them. There's been that many. We've had a lot of things happening in our house soon after my dad died and that. and then relatives have had things happening in their houses and that. So I think there is something. How about you? I don't believe in that kind of ghost that's dressed in white with a chain on the leg and wailing. I don't believe in that kind of ghost. What do you think about that, Carl? Do you think it's an afterlife?
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. And I do believe in ghosts. I know exactly what you said.
Yeah.
There's so many things. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
There's so. There's so many people I know that have had photo evidence almost, as you like. My dad, he had an experience when his dad died. My stepdad died, and something dropped off the fridge. When
we've had all that. Yeah, we've had all that. Yeah, we had a couple of years ago, Carl. Believe it or not, we used to have a little frog. We used to have a little frog on the mantelpiece, little porcelain frog. Yeah, and my dad was alive then actually, and all of a sudden it just leapt off the mantelpiece up in the air, done a somersault and landed on the floor, and we were gobsmacked. My dad said, "Did you see that then?" And a couple of days later, my auntie took bad. It up in the air, done a somersault. No, I'm not lying. Up in the air, done a somersault, and so that's just one. And I think soon after my dad died, strange things happened. But I do believe,
yeah, there's an energy there, isn't there? There's definitely energy there. I mean, like I say, for when Stacey's stepdad passed away, I was helping myself to a biscuit in the kitchen, and something fell off the fridge. But as it fell off the fridge, it was a fridge magnet. Landed the wrong way, and there was no one in the kitchen, so I picked it up. I wasn't nowhere near the fridge. Picked it up and turned it over to put it back on the fridge, and it had the word "sod off" on it.
You're joking.
So that is the exact words he would actually use.
Oh my good grief!
That's the closest I've come personally. So there's definitely an energy there. There's something. Nothing. I've been in the house hundreds of times since, and nothing. Since. I do believe in them. And am I more scared by horror movies? I love being scared watching a horror movie. I mean, there's so many people in the YouTube community that are watch horrors, but they're more into the killing scenes and how
the blood and gore.
I don't really like killing scenes or the gore. I like to watch a horror movie and be scared witless. If the more scared I am, the better the movie.
It's like a roller coaster ride, really, isn't it? You go on the ghost train or you go on the Big Dipper. But when you come off it, you've left it behind, haven't you? It's like when you watch a horror movie, it's the roller coaster ride, but you thank God you're not in it. It's like when you read a horror novel, you're terrified and then you put the book down. Oh, sigh of relief. I'm glad I'm not in that story. But you can get like a vicarious feeling of like when, say, like for instance, the hero's getting pursued in the woods by the monster or the killer. The way the author writes it and that, they're pretty good, like James Herbert says and Stephen King. You get that vicarious feeling that you're actually in the wood. If you know what I mean. Not many writers can pull that off.
No. It's good.
But I mean, like as I say, going to the ghost train and that when you're a kid and that and going, it's all part of it. It's like fun, really, isn't it? As long as you don't take it seriously.
It's not real. It's a movie. I suppose the closest I got really was the Blair Witch Project when I saw that at the cinema. Because that was one of the first found footage movies at the cinema, and everyone was going, "Is this actually real or not?" So much about it, and it wasn't until later that obviously it was a movie and stuff. And
but that's nice.
That's probably the closest I come to thinking, are these things real? But now they're just films. The blood's not real, and at the end of like Stacey go, oh, like that, but then you try, well, it's not real,
it's fiction. They do it so realistic, don't they? Like, of course, when you're a kid, you're scared of everything, aren't you? When you're a kid, definitely. I mean, like, that tell you what scared me when I was a kid. That one with Vincent Price in Theatre of Blood. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Where he takes it, he's like a Shakespearean actor, and he gets all bad reviews by critics. So what does he do? He goes through them all, picking them off. There's one particular scene in that involving a poodle pie. I won't tell you what it is, but that scared the living daylights out of me. Robert Morley. Robert Morley. And I tell you another thing that scared me when I was a kid: the Gorgon. When you first saw her face. I was terrified. Like you're seeing like this head of snakes, and all her face was all like wrinkled, and she had this tongue that came out like, that like me and that,
There was so much of that back in the day. You know,
oh,
you don't really see it a lot now, you know.
Yeah. You get a bit jaded, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, blimey, yeah, there's Sinbad and all that back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, why? When you're a kid, you're scared of everything, really. Yeah. But oh, yeah, like that Gorgon, like, and that, you know. Yeah. I tell you what's a scary face as well. The Exorcist face. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, that was quite scary. Yeah. And then
You know, Carl, when that first came out in 1973. Well, it came out in America in 1973, but then in Britain in early 1974. And they used to play the bloody music at 3 o'clock in the morning. Believe it or not, what a time to play it! You know, the tubular bells. Yeah, on the radio. You know, I say that's the theme from The Exorcist. Yeah, you still play it now and again. Yeah, Mike Oldfield.
Have you seen a film called X?
I'm going to see that. I'm going to watch that. Jordan mentioned that.
Yeah, I picked it. I don't know whether you'll like it. I like to hear your review on it. You know, there was some good kill scenes in there. It probably wasn't the best movie. I know Chase didn't, but there was some good kill scenes. But there's a particular scene, not giving anything away, but this lorry, there's this lorry that's not this cow over basically, and the cow's like splattered in the road, and the van, they've done a close up on the tires. And you see the van going through the flesh, the tires going through the flesh of the actual cow. It was actually, I thought that was quite a good scene.
Right. I'm going to watch that one. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to do a lot in movies to make it actually look real.
I'm definitely checking that out. Yeah. X. Yeah. That's on Shudder. I think it's on Shudder, isn't it, Carl?
Well, don't buy it. Watch it on Shudder.
Yeah.
Because I think you'll have a rant.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I watched one last night, Carl, on Shudder. You know, one called Tourist Trap. You ever heard of it?
No.
Tourist Trap. You know, Chuck Connors is in it. Used to be in The Rifleman and Branded and that. And I won't tell you too much about it, but basically like this group of young people, you go into the woods and that, and all, you know, the sort of like a conventional thing, go into the woods and encounter this oddball in the woods and that, and he takes them back to the house and that. He's got all these like mannequins in his house, and he's got not only that, it's got another twist to it. He's actually got psychic powers like Carrie. So that gives it another spin to the story. So not only has he got all these mannequins and that, and all these sideshow things, all these marionettes in his house which he manipulates, he's also got psychic powers. So if you like something different with check out Tourist Trap. You'll have a good time with it. Yeah, Tourist Trap from 1981, something like that. Yeah, no, 1979. Sorry. Yeah, Chuck Connors is in it. Yeah, so check that one out. It's very good. Yeah. Brian Gilson is saying the Nightmare on Elm Street documentary is really good. Never Sleep Again. I've seen that, but I don't remember too much about it. Have you seen that, Carl?
No.
Yeah, tells you everything about Freddy Krueger, the history and that. Yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, seen a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I used to be a Manic Nightmare back in the day.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. All right, so I'm a big fan of the DC horror comics of the 70s. Like the House of Mystery. I used to get them. I think they should turn them into great anthology movies. Yeah, I used to get the House of Mystery comics in the 70s and that. They were like Tales from the Crypt, and you get like the main fella. You had like Cain and you had Abel. You like in the Bible, Cain and Abel. Cain was in the House of Mystery, and Abel's in the House of Secrets. There was 2 comics altogether, and this one, what Tony's referring to, is the one that had Cain in, and he'd have like different horror stories in, basically. Yeah, so. Yeah, so
and that's DC
horror comics, like EC comics. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I used to enjoy it. Oh, there was another one called The Witching Hour, DC again. That was good. Because you get 3 witches in it. You get 2 ugly ones, and you get a gorgeous one with a slit, it's like dress on a slit skirt and that, a blonde girl. Yeah. She was the one all the fellas went for. Yeah, yeah, like very, very Morticia, like, tight dress on that, long hair and that. It was always their stories what the fellas enjoyed. I don't know why, like.
I can imagine.
Yeah, all good stories though. Being serious, they're all good stories. Yeah. Hang on, where are we? Oh, Gina Walpole, yes, I believe in ghosts. I've had supernatural experiences too. A lot of people have.
I think they do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do have.
Yeah. The worst thing you can do, Carl, the worst thing anybody can do talking about supernatural is mess around with a bloody Ouija board. Don't, under any circumstances, mess around with that. There's a couple of horror stories. I don't really want to say what they are, but my mum done one a couple of years going back years ago when she was working in Birkenhead in a factory, and didn't want to do it at first and that. And she was cajoled into it by, workmates and that, but not very nice. It's not a very nice thing to tamper with. So I'd always advise against playing with Ouija boards. How about you, Carl? How do you feel about them?
We made our own one up years ago when we were kids.
With the tumbler.
Yeah, you can't really. I mean, I think I've even done one with my parents, but nothing happened.
Takes ages to work, though, Carl.
Yeah, I mean, and then I did one with my mates, and obviously the grass is going to go crazy because one of them's moving it. But an actual proper Ouija board, I actually saw one in a charity shop.
I've seen them, in Birkenhead,
quite a while ago, but I did actually see one in there. So,
I wouldn't dare to pick them. Tell you what, Carl, during World War One, they were big business. So if you set your own business up selling bloody Ouija boards, you'd be a millionaire, because everybody was trying to contact their dead loved ones and who got lost in died in World War One. They're all buying the Ouija boards like anything.
Yeah,
I read that in one of them.
I mean, I'd definitely advise against it. Like Hereditary, that was one we watched recently. I mean, that's we you're inviting spirits in, aren't you? Trying to make contact. And I wouldn't dare mess with anything like that.
No. Most Haunted used to do it, didn't he? Most Haunted used to do it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, horror stories my mum, I'll give you one example. My mum, when she'd done it from work in the dark night, she'd be coming home. She had a long walk from where she lived and that, and she's walking along. She had to walk along this sort of like dark passageway. And she heard footsteps behind, and she turned. There was nobody there. And when she got back home, she might be doing the tea and that, and she did like somebody behind her, and she looked around, there'd be nobody. Oh yeah, creepy call. And some of the things it said. I mean, one of the girls who was doing it, I don't know, it was about 5 or 6 that were doing it in the canteen long after the factory had closed. They were all sitting around doing the Ouija board. And one of the girls supposed to have got a message from her grandmother, and she was crying her eyes. It's too distressed. She was crying her eyes out. But you don't know if it's a dark force pretending to be a dead relative.
So you got to be careful, haven't you?
It's not a very good. It's not a very nice thing to mess around with. So I'd advise anybody not to mess around with them. They're bad medicine. They really are. Walk on. Always believe. Misery is actually my favorite horror. Oh, that's a great one. Misery. Kathy Bates. I wouldn't want it to be remade. But having said that, with the book being brutal, if it was ever remade, I'd like to see the version of the book on screen. Or the book's even worse, Carl. Have you read the book?
I haven't read the book. No.
Oh, she actually chopped. I won't tell you what she does in the book. You'd have to read the book. It's even more brutal.
Wow.
Oh, I love Misery.
Good movie.
Oh, it's fantastic. And I like the part when she goes out for typing paper, doesn't she? He wants some typing paper, and he wants a special kind of typing paper. So she goes out, and you're on edge, because he's trying to move around the house, isn't he? And she comes back, and she notices an ornament pointing the wrong way. Oh, fantastic scenes in that, and have you been out of bed and all that? And of course I needn't mention the Hoblin scene. Oh God, I still can't watch that without cringing. And
there's probably people out there like that as well.
Well, that's it. That's it. But I think it was Jordan that said in one of his videos, there's actually people you don't know it, like in the American backwoods, that people like that might actually exist. In these remote locations and that. Because you say like real life horror is more frightening than supernatural horror. But she played that part good, didn't she? And poor James Caan. He was a good actor. He sadly died, didn't he, recently? I like James Caan. Chestnut Seb 7. I believe too. I've experienced a few weird things. As I say, a lot of people have. And you got the others. Well, the the near-death experiences. Thousands of people have experienced them. Yeah, they've left their body and they come back. They've explained every single thing, what's been done to them on the operating table. So you've got that as well, haven't you? Tony Crosby. The last time I was on the edge of my seat and a movie was The Mist. Oh yeah. Oh, what an ending that had. Have you seen that, Carl?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, The Mist.
Oh, what a horrible ending that had. Very sad ending.
Yeah.
Very sad. Based on Stephen King's novella.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was very sad that. Walk on always believe is saying, I believe in ghosts. I've had a few odd experiences. Yeah, there's another one, Carl. Experiences. Yeah.
I think if you did a poll, there'd be definitely people there'd be more that agree.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Chestnut 7 is saying the Gorgon creeped me too, and the witch in Witchcraft. Yeah, Witchcraft. That's a good movie. Yeah, Lon Chaney Jr. Yeah. He's older than that one. Yeah, he's like the head of this family who's got like this witch buried in the graveyard and that, and they're going to excavate it. And he comes around saying, don't dig up my ancestors' grave and that. Well, of course they do, and of course all hell breaks loose. Yeah,
for trouble.
Walk on always believe. I also believe in aliens, giants, etc. Oh, right. Yeah, Paul Bunyan was a giant, wasn't he? The woodcutter in Canada, Paul Bunyan. Yeah. Oh yeah, some of these the Guinness Book of Records and Ripley's Believe It or Not, they've got these like cases of actual people, like sort of like grown big in that, or very small. Have you ever seen them?
I think I have. Yeah.
Yeah, like like I've got like people like the Elephant Man and all that. Yeah. They're very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I think they bring them out every year,
The old crop circle fascinate me.
Oh, crop circles. Yeah.
Quite a few down in Wiltshire, and just fascinating how they appear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Crop circles. Yeah. Yeah. Walk on. Always believe. A few passions of mine that I'm a nerd with are films, mythology, monsters, giants, mysteries, planets, and things science can't explain. Yeah, I totally agree with that, wouldn't you, Carl?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. They're great categories.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, the Bermuda Triangle, that's a big mystery as well, isn't it? Bermuda Triangle. Yeah. Chestnut 7 is saying, I'd never touch a Ouija board. Wise decision. Yeah, wise decision. Even your priests warn against that, don't they? Your Catholic priests don't mess around with that. And I can't understand, Carl, you were saying before about you saw one on sale. I can't understand why so many people bought them. Can you?
No.
I can't understand why they pay out for anything dodgy like that. Perhaps he thought it was like sort of like the Magic Robot or something like that. I had that game. Do you remember the Magic Robot where you'd answer a question? It's spin around like that with a pointer. I used to love that game. Yeah. It was safe. It was safe, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Did you have it?
I didn't have the game. No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, the Magic Robot.
I do remember it, but
and I had Mousetrap as well. Remember Mousetrap?
Yeah, I remember Mousetrap. Yeah.
Cluedo, Headache, the coldest one we had to escape from Colditz. I had that one. I had all of them. Yeah.
And,
Frustration.
Yeah.
I had that one.
They're all going today as well, aren't they? All going strong today.
Fantastic, those games were a big staple of me growing up in the 70s. Yeah. Here's Peace. All right, Peace. Oh, thanks again, Alan, for the Elvis DVDs. You're welcome. That's the Way It Is was brilliant. Oh, you've watched That's the Way It Is, Carl. Elvis.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, yeah, it's great, that one piece. Yeah. You should enjoy Elvis on tour as well. That's good as well. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you like them. Yeah. Cheers. Gina Walpole is saying, I'd never use a Ouija board. Again, a wise decision. Yeah. Keep well away.
Just a thought,
yeah. It's bad medicine. Really is bad medicine. Brian Gilson is saying, I have loved the paranormal since I was a kid. Do you remember the program Ghost Watch? Oh, do I remember it? Yeah, I do remember it. It terrified thousands of people. Michael Parkinson, with Craig Charles. That was on BBC on Halloween 1992. And Sarah Green, from Blue Peter. Did you watch it, Carl?
Yeah, I've watched a couple.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They actually thought the ghost was in the studio.
Yeah.
Michael Parkinson.
That's actually on YouTube, I think, that actual clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. People thought that was real, you know, the way they done it. It's supposed to be an actual haunted house. I think it was in London. And the way they done it, like the whole setup was really authentic, you know, really authentic. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. That could have made a movie, that couldn't it? Made it into a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Parkinson taking a break from his chat show.
That shows, yeah.
I used to watch Michael Parkinson on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edward Kopok is saying, what's your favourite horror franchise of all time? Oh, now you're asking. Favourite horror franchise? I think Carl knows what I'm going to say. Halloween. The later one, I mean. But then going back would be the Universal, Frankenstein, and in the 50s, Hammer. How about you, Carl? Your favourite horror franchise?
Yeah, it used to be Nightmare on Elm Street, but Halloween.
Yeah, definitely. I love Halloween. Yeah, they're bringing more of them out, aren't they? Scream Factory.
Yeah. That's it. The second lot's coming.
Yeah.
Not as good as I thought that would be released. You know, there's only another. There's only 3 or something. The later ones, I don't think are in that set. So,
right.
But I think I know why. Because if they release the ones at the 3 in this October, next year they can release the new ones because Halloween Ends will be in that set. So,
that's right. Yeah, good points.
But Jamie Powell sent me posters of the ones that are being released this year, but they're nothing like the originals up here. You know, they're nothing like the ones that got released this year. They don't look as good.
Right.
You know, which is a bit disappointing. But I love the Halloween franchise. You used to do so many competitions where what's your favourite horror franchise?
Yeah.
And, you know, it was always going to be Halloween for the bits as I said, I like to be scared. So what's in the background is good. But, you know, and I do like the Final Destination horror franchise as well. Not so much the later ones. It's the earlier ones. I mean, that first Final Destination where that plane blows up in the background.
Oh, the airplane. Yeah.
Shatter and stuff. I mean,
that's right. Yeah.
That was a good scene. But love Halloween.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Yeah, when I got my VHS video, they were the first ones I rented out. You know, because primarily before I got my first video, I used to get the Video Whale magazines. I don't know if you remember them. They'd have like all the movies like in little squares and that. They'd have like the VHS and you'd get like a little blurb by each movie and that. And I used to read them. I used to say to my mum, I've got to get myself a video recorder. And in the end, I got one. And Halloween and Halloween 2 were the 2 prime movies top of my list to rent out. Yeah. So loved them. Absolutely loved them.
I don't think people realise just how expensive video players were back then.
Oh, God,
you know, like these days where you can go and you can get a cheap DVD player, for instance. Back then, you know, not many families had much money.
No.
And you know, they were quite a lot.
They were.
I remember. You know, I mean, I think my dad had a Betamax and he had a VHS. Oh, yeah. He got rid of that and then obviously got VHS. You know, but it was a. I don't think it was just like that. Go out and buy one. I think he really did have to pay for one. So
they were pricey. Yeah. And also, Carl, the movies as well were pricey. They're about 40 or 50 quid.
Were they really? I don't know. We always rented them. So
I always rented them, but I seen them advertising in Birkenhead in one of the shops, and it had an Alien 1979, £40. Wow. £40, yeah. So So as soon as I got me, team, I've got to rent. It's like now with the streaming, you know.
And then you had that thing, you know, they'd be at the cinema. But it'd be a good year or so before it was on VHS.
Oh, God, it seemed like an eternity to wait.
Then when you go to TV, because I remember my parents used to go, "Oh, we'll wait till it comes on telly," because you only had your first 4 channels, for instance.
That's right, you did,
And even that would be 3-4 years down the line before it even arrived on TV. So
exactly.
it's completely completely different, not like it is these days. You know. It's,
no, films are everywhere now, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're even on your mobile phone now. If you want to watch a movie, I'll put my phone on, which I never do. I have never ever watched the whole movie on my phone. Never.
No.
Never. No, not even on my laptop. I've never watched the whole movie on my laptop. I like the big screen, a big high definition screen, and that, you know, because we've got a Philips high definition. It's got a nice big screen. I watch all my movies on there, you know.
Yeah.
But I've got great memories of VHS renting in the late 80s, early 90s. Every time I finished work, I'd go down there and rent one.
Yeah, that's it. I used to love it because you used to see the cardboard cutouts in the front windows.
Exactly. Yeah.
You'd go in there, but then you wouldn't have the guarantee that they were actually in stock.
Yeah.
We used to go down there on a Saturday night with my parents. I was underage, and you know, I'd go straight to the 18s.
Yeah.
The 18 ratings, but the latest ones.
Yeah.
If that didn't have an empty cover behind,
right. Yeah.
they wouldn't be in stock. I think there was one movie I really, really wanted to watch, and I think it was a Van Damme film. I think it was Kickboxer.
Oh, Kickboxer, yeah. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
It wasn't in stock, and it was the new movie of the time, and I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
And I remember going to the counter. Well, obviously, I wasn't old enough, but my dad went to the counter and asked about Kickboxer being in.
Yeah.
And someone had just literally returned it.
Oh.
Just as we are. So because they obviously rented it out on a Friday night.
Right.
And
that happened to me a few times. Yeah, that happened to me a few times. When I go into the video shop, you'd have like a sticker on, it's out and that. And and next minute somebody come through the door. Someone's just brought it. Oh, Grace, made up, you know.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's even going back before Blockbuster Video, you know. I mean, because even Blockbuster Video wasn't that bad. You could pretty much get any film you wanted in there.
Yeah.
And I think if you go back even earlier when you just had your corner video shops, it was a different ball game.
Oh yeah, I used to love all that, renting them out and that. And sometimes they give you one free. We had a special offer on. Do you want to get a free one?
Yeah.
Usually they'd be from 1965, something like that. An old one with plenty of dropouts in and that. Yeah. Oh, that was what I used to hate, Carl. The Drophouse. Remember the Drophouse?
Yeah.
Oh, that's been rented out a lot. That, you know. Yeah.
I mean, I've been trying to get a couple of original VHSs just for the collection.
Yeah.
They're stupid money on eBay and everything. But you can imagine if you had a VHS now, because I haven't got one, and how grainy that would actually be, that picture.
Very poor picture quality, and washed out as well. All the colours washed out. Yeah. Tony Crosby's saying we had a video 2000. You had to turn the tape over to watch the end of the movie. Bloody Heavy Machine as well. I remember them, but I never actually had one.
No, we didn't have one of them. But wow.
No, but I do remember. Yeah, and I also remember the laser discs.
Yeah.
We never had one, but they didn't last long, did they?
No,
the laser discs.
No, they didn't. You had the mini discs as well. They didn't last long.
Oh yeah, I remember them. The little small ones. I remember them, Carl. Yeah. Edward Coppock is saying, "Have you seen Halloween Town Man? Halloween Town Man, is that? I've never heard of you."
I haven't. No. If it's anything to do with Halloween, I'm quite alert. Keep talking. I'll.
Chestnut 7 is saying, "Oh, that feeling when I got my video recorder in 1981 was like Christmas." Yeah, Christmas times 10. Bonnie and Clyde was the first film I bought for £40. Oh, is that the one with the Faye Dunaway in? I presume that's the one you mean, Chestnut 7. Have you seen that one, Carl? Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde, yeah.
Faye Dunaway. I saw it years ago. Yeah, I saw it years ago. I don't remember too much about it.
I mean, that's the one I got from the previous comment. I don't know, is that it or?
Oh, that might be the one. Yeah, Halloween Town. Yeah.
Same, but I haven't seen
it. Pete's here. What was your favourite Mad Max film? I'm not a fan piece. So, do you like them, Carl? Mad Max?
Yeah, my favourite Mad Max would be the original first one.
Oh yeah. I'm not a fan. So, Pete's here again. Any recommendations? Any recommendations on the HMV premium range? I haven't bought any of them for a while, Pete. I have got a couple in my collection. I was looking at Elvis Presley's King Creole. That's in the premium range. How about you, Carl? Have you ever got any of them HMV premium?
Yeah, I've just ordered an HMV premium called Lucas.
Yeah.
It's about a killer going around killing models. So I've got that one. And Fatal Attraction I'd recommend.
Who?
Fatal Attraction.
It's good, that one. Glenn Close. It's good, that one. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
Ghost, something like that. I'd recommend.
And the Wolfen's one, isn't it? Yeah, I saw that. I think I saw that in the late 80s, the Wolfen on VHS. So I might pick that one up, actually. It's about werewolves, The Wolfen.
I think I've got about 12, I would say. 12, 15. Escape to Victory. That's another good one.
I haven't seen that one, Carl. No. Is that a war film?
It's a war film, yeah.
Yeah. Is that the one where they play football?
Yeah, it's Escape.
Was that Michael Caine?
Michael Caine.
Oh, I saw that on the telly years ago. Yeah, Michael Caine's in it, isn't it? I know they play football, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on DVD, but I saw it years ago on the television. Yeah. I like Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Right. Walk On Always Believe is saying there was a German girl called Anneliese Mitchell, 1952 to 1976, who was a victim of being cursed, exorcism, and there's a real recording of her speaking in tongue on YouTube. I don't think I'll be listening to that. Will you, Carl? No. Something about those type of stories that unnerve you, you know.
Yeah.
Chestnut 7 is saying, Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty. Yeah, that's right. Warren Beatty was in it. Yeah. Walk On Always Believe is saying, I'll never listen to it because it could waken something. It's an unknown situation. Yeah. Wise decision. Oh, do you know about that painting, Carl? On eBay, it's supposed to be a haunted painting on eBay. Something about like they're standing by a shop or something, and it's something about the hands or something. It's called, I don't know the full story, but something to do with hands or something. It's supposed to be haunted, like the crying boy. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, that was going back. My mum had a picture back in the 80s, 70s, 80s. She had this huge, great big painting. It was a boy crying, and it was, and we had it hung above the fireplace. And I think it was the, I think going back, because when I started my first job, so it would have been early mid-90s. There was a thing going around in the Sun newspaper that.
I remember. Yeah.
These crying boy paintings were causing fires.
Exactly. I remember that case well. They were cursed. Yeah. But
but that's when she got rid of it after that. And it was, I always remember it, and I just think back and I think, cool, can you imagine if she actually took a photo? I mean, I'd love to go around and go through her albums, because there must be some pictures where we're as a family. I know it was different back in those days because you had to send off and get them developed, but there must be some pictures of the old living room with that particular painting above the fireplace.
Right.
That's definitely something I'm going to do when I go around and raid her photos, because
it was
huge. It was massive, and it was
crying boy.
As well, and it'd have tears coming down.
That's right. I remember that Sun story and that. Yeah, a lot of people were sort of like disturbed by that. Like, you know, they thought there was actually something in it and that. And I believe a lot of them that had the paintings, they got rid of them.
They did, like same. My mum did
them and that. You know, they're very unlucky. But then this eBay painting, if you type haunted eBay painting when you get a chance, it'll come up about the hands or something. The haunted eBay painting, yeah. But it's surprising, isn't it? Like you see these cases and that.
Yeah.
Trying to get back into the comments. Just bear with me, won't be a sec. You haven't sent it right up the screen, these comments and that. You're trying to keep, Gary Taylor is saying, I just sent for Red Sonja 4K Steelbook. Love this film. I've never seen it, Gary, so I can't comment. Have you, Carl?
No, I haven't seen
No,
it.
no, I haven't seen it. So as I say, I can't really comment on that.
Okay.
Gary Taylor is saying, I also have Asylum Special Edition, but I thought the picture was really bad. Too much grain. Are you talking about the Amicus Asylum with Britt Eklund and Peter Cushing, presume? That's a great one, that. Have you seen that one, Carl?
I haven't, no.
No, it's very good, yeah. Peter Cushing, and as I say, Britt Eklund. And what's the names in it? Robert Powell. You know Robert Powell, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
He took Jesus and Nazareth off, didn't he? Robert Powell.
Good poster.
Yeah, he's in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Just trying to catch up with your comments. Tony Crosby is saying, I've got 3 classics lined up to watch tonight. The House on Haunted Hill, great movie.
Yeah.
The Terror, great movie. And Spider Baby, great movie. I love Spider Baby. Yeah, Lon Chaney Jr. from, I believe it was made in, is it 1967 or thereabout? That's a great one, that. Have you seen that one?
No, what's that one about?
Excuse me. That's a great one.
About? 1967. Okay.
Around about that, or 68, something. Yeah. Around about the mid-60s.
Yeah.
Have you got it? Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I found it. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. We haven't got it in your collection, no.
I haven't got it in my collection. I've got it
on the screen. You've got it on the screen. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good one, that, Carl. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bushman Blue. All right, Mark. Here's our lucky competition winner, Carl. A hat trick.
Yeah,
the red drum. Yeah.
The
red drum. Yeah, Mark. He's lucky, isn't he? Really lucky. You okay, Mark? Hope you're doing well. I think Ghostwatch is getting a Blu-ray release in the US. Oh, right.
Okay.
Bring it out on Blu-ray. The Michael Parkinson Ghostwatch. Pete's saying, what's your favorite Evil Dead film? No question, the first one. How about you, Carl?
I agree totally. First one.
Yeah, but the second one was like a reboot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't care for the one where he went back. The third one, I didn't like that at all.
No, there's a lot of movies, isn't there? Horror movies where you can't beat the first one.
Yeah. That was terrible. I tried to get into that, but I didn't like the historical aspect about it. You know, going back, like he was like a warrior, wasn't he? With a sword, and I didn't like that at all. Gary Taylor, you're right, mate. I can't wait to get Fright Night on 4K Steelbook October on Sony and with Dolby Atmosphere. Oh yeah, they're releasing Fright Night, Carl, on 4K.
I didn't know that. That's one of my favourite movies.
I love that one. Yeah, Roddy McDowell. Yeah, you've got that, Carl. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I've got that one myself, Carl. Yeah, I didn't like the second one, but I like the first one.
First one, yeah.
Roddy McDowell, that's great. That one, fantastic movie. That. Fancy having a neighbour who's a vampire, and he likes disco, and he likes going to the disco.
But that, I mean, if you, but that's what we were talking about earlier. For instance, they've released Fright Night in 4K, which I'd absolutely love. But if I go and buy Fright Night in 4K, I've still got Fright Night on standard Blu-ray there. It doesn't, unless you mix the 4K with your Blu-rays. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Carl. For me to buy a 4K, the picture quality's got to be a big step up. Otherwise, I won't touch 4Ks. I watch all the reviews on 4Ks, and I make sure that if I'm going to spend that more money, it's going to be worthwhile. You know, so I make sure that it's going to be like The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, for example. One of my favourite films, The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. You can see it there when I'm pointing? No, you can't see. No.
Yeah.
That was released on 4K. And John, you know, Mondo Chelova, he said it's not really much of an improvement. So I passed on that one. He's very good, John, isn't he? Doing his comparisons. Yeah.
But and that's right. You do have to be careful on 4Ks, not just for the price, but one of my favourite movies of all time, Top Gun, from 1986.
Yeah.
I was so looking forward to that in 4K. Yeah, I've got that in 4K Steelbook. Now, when you put that on, and then planes are coming around them mountains. If you look at the mountains, they're moving and they're blurry and juggling. There's was bad. It was really disappointment in 4K. So
yeah,
I agree with you. Make sure it's a decent 4K picture.
Defo. Yeah. Oh, talking about bad movies, I've got something to show you here. Are you ready? You ready for this? It's not a 4K steelbook, but it's a really. I'm telling you, it's a really, really bad one, Carl. Edward Woodward's in it. I've got it right here now, and it's called. Wait for it. The Appointments.
The Appointment.
Yeah, it's awful rubbish. It is. It really is. Yeah. I won't tell you too much about it in case you want to see it for yourself. But Edward Woodward, he's like this dad. He's the father of this girl and that. Yeah. And she wants him to go to I think it's at a school, a musical thing or something. Yeah, I'll just read it at the back here. Yeah, his daughter's violin recital. She wants her dad to go to a violin recital, and he turns it down for a business trip. And what happens to him? I won't tell you what happens to him, but God, it's slow. It's one slow movie. Yeah, this cost me around about 17 quid. This.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it
BM? Yeah, it's terrible. Carl, it really is. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend this. It's an awful movie. Yeah, so I think if I'd done a review, but I think I'd rank worse than Batman.
Yeah,
I'm not going to.
That's your latest one, isn't it?
Oh, this is awful. It really is. Yeah, it's got. I will tell you what, Carl. There's a short one on here called The Lake. That's even better than the main movie.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, there's a girl. Yeah, girl in it from the House of the Long Shadows. Yeah. She's in the lake, and that blonde girl and that. And it's about this couple, like they go camping in the woods and that, where actually a disaster occurred years ago, and it's haunted. The ground's haunted. So what happens is the girl gets trapped in the car by the ghost and that, and she goes down into the lake and that. She's trying to get out the car. I won't tell you in case you get it and that, but that's better. And that's only half an hour. It's better than the bloody
film itself.
The actual film itself. Yeah. So if I was you, I wouldn't say. It's up to yourself if you want to try it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm quite happy for you to not like movies. I like it when you don't like movies.
Yeah, well, I've had a couple of people saying like I don't mince words. I don't mince words with me reviews and that. You know, this is got a booklet with it.
If it's rubbish, you say it's rubbish. So that's good.
Yeah, but as I say, we all have our opinions, don't we? I know a lot of people like Hereditary, and I know a lot of people like Midsummer, and I know a lot of people like Batman. And a lot of people hate those movies. It's all a matter of opinion, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, it is. Yeah. Everyone's different. Everyone's got their own opinion. It's it doesn't have to be nasty and everything. Everyone's different.
Exactly. Oh, and I've got another bad one to show you. Another bad one, believe it or not. Yeah.
Well, someone that goes away. Yeah. What is that?
It's a recent one. 2022. Yeah, no, sorry, 2020. It's basically about this fella. He's like a handyman, and he goes to this house and that's to renovate it, and this ghost appears, a female ghost, but it's not scary at all. It's a load of rubbish and that. But then again, that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. And it's an awful movie, because I've got two bad ones there. I've flung them on eBay. I've got that one, A Ghost Waits.
Yeah.
And I've got that one. So two bad movies. Yeah.
You stay away from.
Yeah, if you want to check them out. And by contrast, two great movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So two. So two good ones and two bad ones. Yeah. But so there you go. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just catch up with the comments, Carl. Walk On Always Believers saying, speaking of Ripley's Believe It or Not, and with me being obsessed with giants, there was a man, Robert Pershing Wadlow. It was the tallest human ever at 8 feet, 11 inches and a quarter, and from 1918 to 1940. Wow. Never heard of him. Have you, Carl?
No. He's nearly twice my height.
God, yeah. He'd be good in a Jack and the Beanstalk movie or play, wouldn't he? Oh, here's Mark again. Lucky Mark. Bushman Blue. You okay, Mark? Favourite horror franchise for me is the Hammer films, but growing up it was Friday the 13th. Oh yeah, as I said before, modern wise it would be the Halloween, and going back it would be Universal and Universal Hammer. Yeah, I love the Hammer films, especially Christopher Lee's Dracula.
Yeah.
And piece of cushion is banned Frankenstein. Yeah. Have you watched many horror movies? Hammer, Carl.
They always used to be, you know, they're the sort of movies I used to watch on TV. Way back and that. I mean, there is a Driller Killer. Is that a Hammer horror?
No, it's not.
No, that's the one I want to try and watch if I can. I keep seeing it pop up. I don't think I've ever seen it.
No, I've seen clips of it, but I've never actually seen it. Right, it's on Arrow Video.
Driller Killer. It's just something, you know, I think about, but I never add it to the basket.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, there's one there on that talking about Arrow Video called Microwave Massacre. You seen that?
Yeah, I've got it already.
Oh, you've got it. Yeah. Do you like it?
Cheers.
Yeah.
I thought it. Yeah. Have you got it?
I've seen what's the name of it, clips of it. Yeah, I haven't actually got it in my collection. Yeah, I've seen clips of it.
Well, get it when it goes down in price, and do a review on that one. I'd love to do a review on that and X. So,
Microwave Massacre. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love Amicus as well. The anthology movies, you know, Tales from the Crypt, House of Horror.
He's like he basically gets sick of his wife and he cooks her in a microwave.
Oh bloody hell!
He ends up putting her in like some sandwiches and giving them to the guys at work, and they oh, this is really nice.
Tastiness. Oh bloody hell!
There's a couple of cheesy shots in there as well. It's cheesy guys in there and stuff, and it's definitely good fun.
Yeah. Yes, as I say, they're my favourite franchises. Hammer. Hammer. Yeah, Universal. The Halloween, of course. As I say, I like Friday the 13th. I like Psycho as well. I like the 4 Psycho movie. You've seen all the Psycho movies, Carl?
Yeah, I haven't seen them all.
No,
I've seen the first 2 in American Psycho.
Yeah, and the Anthony Perkins. That's a good one. Yeah,
I'm surprised you like the new Halloween.
The Halloween. Oh yeah, Halloween. Yeah, the last one. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, just didn't appeal to me, Carl. No, I didn't like it. No, I didn't like it at all. I don't know what this new one's going to be like, but I will check it out. You know, I don't know what it's going to be like. Yeah, and of course I'll check out the Salem's Lot when that. Well, I've got to wait for that now for next year. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I did pick up getting away from horror for a bit. I was telling Pete I got a smashing bargain in Liverpool on Saturday. The Likely Lads, the complete series, a big box set for $3.99.
$3.99.
Yeah, the Likely Lads. Do you remember the Likely Lads?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a good price.
Yeah, $3.99 for the whole series and the 60s as well. They were on in the 60s as well, you know. But I got the movie as well in HMV, the Likely Lads movie. So I've got a good Likely Lads sort of like, what's the name there? Events coming up.
Yeah, you can have a good old watch right the way through.
Yeah, I like the Likely Lads. Yeah, again, a big staple of the 70s TV viewing. Yeah. Bushman Blue was saying the Playtendo guy, Army of Darkness, is my favourite. Yeah, I wasn't too keen on that one. Chestnut 7 is saying Hammer all the way for me. Yeah. Love Hammer.
I watched something recent, Censor. Have you seen that?
No. Oh, I've seen clips of that, Carl. Is it good?
No. I didn't really like it, but know, it's I think you might like it. You know, I think the older generation might like it.
Right.
It was okay, but it had a lot of. Obviously, it's like the Hammer horror and you know, what they go through to sort of like to give it an age rating sort of thing, if you like, you know.
Right.
So you have to watch it the way through. It's it's not a bad movie. It's not rubbish.
Yeah. So, doesn't she go like looking at like a movie that's been censored? He's after this movie that's been censored, is it? Is that
yeah. I think it's something to do with is it her sister's death or her sister's gone missing or something? So
I'll check it out anyway. Bushman Blue was saying my dad had the Betamax first and VHS. I never had a Betamax, Mark. Did you have a Betamax, Carl?
Dad had a Betamax first, and then he went out to VHS. I think obviously VHS won the war there.
Yeah. Well, I was agonised actually before I bought mine. Sorry.
I was reading, wasn't Betamax made by Sony or something to do with Sony? And then Sony
actually, Carl. Yeah.
Obviously, they got the last laugh because I think was Sony something to do with the Blu-ray. I don't know. And first Blu-ray.
It's a bit of a jumble. It's a bit of a jumble, lad, isn't it? Yeah. I remember clearly in the early 80s agonising over, oh, should I get a Betamax or should I get a VHS? And I read in one magazine that there was more Betamax titles than there was VHS. Yeah. But then I read in another magazine that the picture quality on the VHS was much better than the Betamax. So I was scratching my head, and in the end, I think I picked the right one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I was a youngster back then, and the tapes were smaller, weren't they, on the Betamax? If I remember.
Smaller. Yeah. But I think I did pick the right one in the end.
Did, definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you think back, hey, though, those were the days, weren't they?
Oh yeah. It's completely
never did I. When I was younger, never did I envisage for 1 minute that one day I would own all my favourite movies on VHS, all my favourite horror movies. ABBA the movie, that's a big favourite of mine, ABBA's movie. That was one of the first ones I bought on VHS, ABBA the movie.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got a couple of Elvis movies, because my mum's a big Elvis fan. I'm a big Elvis fan, but my mum absolutely loves them. You know, number one favourites artist, Elvis Presley. Yeah. The 68 special where he was in the black leather. Yeah. Got that one on VHS. Yeah, I've got them all on DVD now. But I'm upgrading to Blu-ray now, all of Elvis's films. Yeah. So, but they're very hard to find, you know, Carl. They really are. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the new Elvis movie anyway.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that one on Steelbook when that arrives.
Yeah. Oh, I love Elvis. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Gina Walpole is saying our family rented a VHS player. Yeah. I believe you could rent them, couldn't you? In some quarters.
As I said, they were so expensive, and not a great deal of people had loads of money back then. So renting was the way to do it. Yeah.
Oh, that was a popular phrase in the 80s. Loads of money, wasn't it? Yeah. That fella, I forget what his name was. Not Harry Enfield. It was a fella like that. You say loads of money. Yeah, I forget who the fella was that took him off, but I always remember the fella. You know, the character, loads of money. Yeah, and the young ones. Remember the young ones? Yeah. That was the start of the alternative comedy, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, young ones, yeah, because you had like Ben Elton, didn't you? All those guys, Ben Elton, yeah. So you had the old comedians like Ronnie Barker and Mike Yarwood. They were gradually getting phased out, weren't they? Yeah, I used to love them and all. I love Mike Yarwood, all the impressions he done. Yeah, and there's one now, is it Rory Bremner? He does impressions.
Yeah,
he's quite good, Rory Bremner. Yeah. Tony Crosby is saying we had a video 2000. You had to turn the tape over to watch the end of the movie. Oh, we've had that one before, haven't we? That one.
It might be a different one. It's a heavy machine as well.
Yeah. Just scrolling down. Yeah. Peace. King Creole is a fantastic film, mate. Yeah, Elvis Presley, King Creole. Yeah. Simon Film Fan is saying, do you remember Granada? We used to watch it all the time.
Yeah.
My dad rented our first VHS recorder from them in the early. Oh, you're talking about the Granada film? I thought you meant the Granada TV channel.
Yeah.
My dad rented our first VHS recorder from them in the early 80s. Yeah, Granada.
It was a big thing, VHS back then. You know, having your first VHS player. It was huge. And tellies weren't that big, were they?
They weren't.
I think what was the biggest size? I don't even know if you could get a 32-inch. It's smaller than that, I think, wasn't it?
Well, we didn't get our first colour telly till 1975. You know, so all those years when I was with colour television and that, you know.
No remote control. You had to get off your bum and do it yourself.
Aye, the remote control and that's good. That was the remote control, yeah. But yeah, we didn't get our first colour telly till September 75 and that. Because all those years we were watching the horror movies in black and white and that. Yeah. And of course, it was a revelation it was a revelation when we got our first colour. Oh, this is great, this and that, you know. And then of course the screen got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So we got a real big one now, you know, if you'll pardon the expression.
Yeah.
We've got a real big screen now. Yeah. Right. Bushman Blue is saying the original War of the Whales is coming out on 4K soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like classic sci-fi? I like some classic sci-fi. Yeah. I like Day of the Triffids. I like the Body Snatchers. How about you, Carl?
Yeah, Body Snatchers is quite a good one. And
yeah, it's great.
I like the original War of the Worlds as well.
H.G. Wells. Yeah.
I don't mind. I didn't mind the Tom Cruise one as well, but
oh right, yeah.
One up 4K.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Isn't it coming out on 4K? Brian Gilson is saying it's a Playtendo guy. Golden Child, the man with two brains. Oh, that's Steve Martin, I think, the man with two brains. And John Landis, Innocent Blood, Christopher Lee, Dracula movies. Yeah, is really good on the premium range. Yeah, they're all on the premium range, Carl. All those titles. Yeah, well, I've got Christopher Lee's the two Dracula movies when he came into modern times. Dracula AD 1972. And his last movie, The Satanic Rites of Dracula, that was his last movie. Christopher Lee, he got more and more fed up. I don't know if you know, Carl, he got more and more fed up doing Dracula, didn't he? As the years went on.
I don't know too much about the Dracula.
Yeah, Christopher Lee. Yeah, he didn't like the character getting brought to modern times and swinging London, you know, with all the teenagers and that saying groovy man and all that, you know. He didn't like that, Christopher Lee. Yeah. But he wanted them to play Dracula all the time, you know, and the money go higher and higher and higher. He used to get on the phone and say, "We've got a Dracula movie. I'm not interested. I'm not, you know, Christopher Lee. He could be very serious, couldn't he? Not interested. And we've got to,
He was the best Dracula, like.
Oh, Christopher Lee, yeah. I loved him in The Man with the Golden Gun, Scaramanga.
Yeah.
That wasn't he? And The Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but he's the best Dracula. But you know, beyond the shadow of a doubt. Yeah. I didn't like. I don't know about you, Carl, but I didn't like the Gary Oldman one. Did you like that?
No. It's very hard to find a vampire movie.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Movie, you know,
you
can go through so many that. Not that great, you know. It's
that's it. Oh yeah, there's a lot of crappy ones. Yeah, I'll tell you one what I do like, Carl. Do you know? Have you heard of the actress Sharon Tate that got murdered by Charles Manson? She was in one called Roman Polanski was her husband. She made one called Dance of the Vampires in 1967, and it's like a kind of a spoof on the Hammer films, and that it's a great movie. Okay. It's a fantastic movie. If you like a good laugh with your horror. I think you'd like that, yeah. And it's also called the Fearless Vampire Killers, or Pardon Me, But My Teeth Are in Your Neck. That's the other title of that, yeah. So it's got about 3 or 4 titles in that. But check that out. It's very good, yeah. Sharon Tate.
1967, yeah.
67, yeah. But be careful with the titles because it's got like Dance of the Vampires, but it's also got the vampire. Well, what I just sold you. Pardon Me, But My Teeth Are in Your Neck. So Dance of the Vampires, The Fearless Vampire Killers, on Pardon Me, But You're. So it's got 3 titles really. But check that one out. Yeah, type it up later.
We'll do.
Yeah, I love Sharon Tate. Yeah, very sad what happened to her, wasn't it?
Yeah,
very sad. Yeah. Oh, she was a beautiful girl, very fine, and just in the early parts of her career as well, wasn't she?
Yeah.
You know, Roman Polanski, he is a very good director as well. Her husband, yeah. Right, next comment is Walk On Always Believe is saying Annalise Michelle had I think 67 exorcism. Oh God, 67 exorcisms in 67. That girl who got the tape. Remember before we said about the tape? I wouldn't like to listen to that. Definitely not.
That's horrific.
It is, yeah. Right, Chestnut 7 is saying the original Dawn of the Dead. Loved that film. The shopping mall. Yeah, the shopping mall is actually a real one and still is. Yeah, it's not a bad movie. That, Carl. Have you seen it, Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, I've got the big expensive set up there.
Oh, I remember that. I remember watching the video. Yeah, a while back. Yeah, that's right. You have. Yeah, they're in the shopping mall, aren't they?
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah. Have you seen the Night of the Living Dead, the original from 1968?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Yeah. George A. Romero. Yeah. Yeah. That was like a groundbreaking movie, that wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Really
I
was.
love a good zombie movie.
Yeah. Right. Peter is asking, what are some of your least favourite actors? Ooh. Oh, least favourite actors. Well, I'm gonna make a sweeping generalisation here, Carl, and say all those actors who mumble their words. You can't hear what they're saying. Yeah, I'm not naming anybody in particular, top actors, but a lot of these top actors, you can't hear what they're saying. So what did he just say then? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Mumble the lines. Yeah. Have you got any actors you don't like, Carl, or
I haven't got any I don't really like.
No.
It's difficult to say. You don't like them. I found a lot of Nicolas Cage films not to be that great.
Oh, yeah.
Really. I mean, obviously I love National Treasure and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the one that he's recently done is meant to be amazing. So I've got that in pre-order, but it did a lot of not so good ones. So I wouldn't say I don't think I've got any I dislike.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
There probably is. There probably off the top of my head, no. But yeah, if I thought about it, there probably is.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? After you've done the video, you think, oh yeah, I should have said here, I should have said him. That, but as I say, making a sweeping generalisation, actors that mumble the lines. There's nothing more annoys me than actors that you can't hear what they're saying. And you don't seem to be.
There is one, John Malkovich.
Oh right, yeah.
But then I wouldn't say John Malkovich because there are a couple of good movies he's actually in.
Right. Yeah. I'd say I'd say when you sit and think, like, they start coming into your mind, don't they? And that, yeah. There was one I won't mention his name, but there's one very, very famous actor. He made one certain bicycle movie about a bicycle gang, and he was noted for more. You might know what I mean. He mumbled his lines a lot. Very famous. He's dead now, but he's a famous actor. He's in this bicycle movie about a bicycle gang, and he mumbled his lines a lot. He was noted for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Robert Turner is saying, anyone like Joe Dante's 1981 werewolf film, The Howling? Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Yeah. Huge fan. Yeah. I wasn't too keen on the sequels though, but I do like the first one. Yeah. I've just got the 4K of that actually, Carl. Got the yeah, and the novel as well. But the first one's the best one, as I say, Oh, sorry about that. Just right. Right. Simon Film Fan is saying Dracula AD and Satanic Rites of Dracula are awesome. Yeah, I'd certainly second that. Premium titles, and Village of the Damned. Yeah. Village of the Damned. That's where all that's like that series, The Midwich Cuckoos, isn't it? It's on Netflix. Yeah, all the children are born with white hair and piercing eyes. Yeah, the Damned. Yeah. I like the first one. Is it the Children of the Damned? The very first one. I didn't like the sequels though. They're sort of like they're all born at the same time, aren't they? And they've all got white hair, the kids, and they've got like eyes like they're sort of like hypnotized. Yeah, have you seen that one, Carl?
I think so. Again, it would have been back in when it was on TV.
Right, Bushman Blue. I remember the Crying Boy. Yeah, they said houses. Yeah, would go on fire. Oh yeah, God, yeah. The Crying Boy painting. Yeah, unlucky. Yeah.
Imagine if that wasn't true though. That's just one person that made that up, and it went nationwide.
Some people said it was a hoax and that. Yeah, but there must have been something in it though, mustn't there, for it to spread like that? You don't really know, do you?
Yeah, I mean, even if it's a hoax, would you have one up now? I wouldn't take the risk. It's like the ouija board.
Yeah, you've got a Crying Boy on your wall. You go to a house, you've got about 4 or 5 Crying Boy paintings on the wall. Yeah, you're pushing your luck there. All those Crying Boy paintings, but being serious, I mean, you wouldn't know really, would you? I don't really know what to think about that, Carl, to be honest.
It's quite, and there's with horror, there's so many different things. Like you got dolls, people that collect dolls. I mean, they freak me right out.
Annabelle.
Oh, yeah, little Annabelle, yeah, for instance. But I
Yeah.
think Mum's got a couple of dolls, and
The cues.
I can't even look at them. They're
No.
freaky. And then you got the other side. You got clowns, haven't you, and stuff.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. I remember a couple of years ago in America, they were dressing up as clowns, weren't they, frightening people when that movie was released. Yeah. That's died out now, I think, that hasn't it? Yeah. I'm talking about this. I like the first one was all right. Not the Tim. I like the Tim Curry one, but I like the first one of the remake. But I didn't like the second one. How about you?
Yeah, I agree with you. The first one all day long.
Yeah, but, I didn't like the second one. He put too much humor in it. You know,
I didn't like the second one or the new one. I didn't really like the second one of the original either. Really,
no. What I didn't like about that, Carl, it was at the end. It was just a giant spider. You know, I was expecting it to be this demonic entity. You know,
how can you ruin it like that? You know,
I know. It was the same with the novel. You know, I was gripped right through it, and that it took me about 4 or 5 weeks to read the novel, and at the end of it, what an anti-climax! You know,
honestly, you could have done so much with that.
Yeah, I know.
Being an author, I'm sure you wouldn't have made it to be a giant spider.
No way. No, definitely not. It's like what it was. It's sort of like jump from a horror novel into like a science, like a creature feature. Yeah. You know, a big jump.
And you're thinking, what's going on?
Yeah, I know. It's not all this bloody giant spider. And he says, well, that rhyme, he says, he thrusts his fists against the post and he sees the ghost. Bloody hell.
I know.
You know, you know, Stephen King, my favorite, I've said this before, my favorite novels of his are Carrie, Pet Sematary, Salem's Loss, The Shining, Misery. They're my favorite King novels. The Stand's all right, but it's a bit long. How about you? Who's your favorite Stephen King?
I would probably say The Shining.
Yeah. That
movie. Carrie's good as well.
Yeah.
But I'd say them. I bought that big Stephen King book going through the years of his movies. There's a lot of movies in there I haven't seen. So
nice. Christine's a good one. Christine,
the car.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that one.
I've got to sort of go through that and sort of try and pick up on those movies.
Yeah. God, he's written so many, hasn't he?
Yeah,
so many, so many books, so many series. God, the man must be minted, mustn't he?
Yeah.
Starscream is saying, has anybody seen the film Trapped with James Brolin, 1973? No, I haven't seen that one. Have you, Carl?
Don't think so, no.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. James Brolin, he was in the Amityville Horror, and he was also in that series Hotel in the 1980s.
Oh, I remember that,
yeah. Starscream is saying, there's a film from 1990 called The Guardian. Creeped me out as a kid. I've seen The Guardian. The director of The Exorcist made it. Have you seen that, Carl? The Guardian.
I haven't, no.
That's good. It's about this couple. They get a nanny. For I think it's a little girl, but she's like a demon. Yeah, and she's like a tree demon. You know, like talking about like folk horror to do with trees and that countryside. She's like a demon, like a tree demon. It's very good. Yeah, The Guardian by William Friedkin, who made The Exorcist. Yeah, it's very good. Check that one out. It's a good one. It's a good one, that. Yeah. Chestnut 7 is saying, nice one, Alan, with the Likely Lads. Yeah, love the Likely Lads. Yeah. James Bolam and Rodney Bewes. Stacey's here, Carl. I've seen Asylum and liked it. Yeah, it's very good, Stacey. Yeah. Horror anthology. Yeah. Robert Powell's in the Framing Story. Yeah, very good. Chestnut 7 is saying, yeah, so and I, Betamax didn't last long.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Because I read that they had the last laugh. Sony had the last laugh.
Yeah. Right. Mark's here. The TVs back then still had better sound. Didn't need sound bars. I've never wanted a sound bar. Have you got a sound bar, Carl?
Yeah.
Sound bar.
I've got the full works with the subwoofer and the things. You got to be careful because obviously the neighbours. Again, you can't have it because the couch just vibrates and stuff. You know, the and stuff. So you got to be careful and respect the neighbours. But that comment is absolutely right. Back then, you didn't need TV sound bars and stuff. You know?
No. Just like surreal, like surround, isn't it? Sense surround sound, like that movie Earthquake. Because yeah, that's right. The earthquake movie in the 70s, it had the censure around, didn't it? Yeah. I know what you mean about that. Yeah.
Probably worth picking up a soundbar.
Yeah.
Can.
Yeah. Walk On Always Believe is saying there was a German girl called Anneliese Mitchell. We've had this one, haven't we? There's a we had that one. There's a real recording in that. Yeah. Same question. Starscream is saying, what are you guys' favorite remakes of all time? Well, mine's, as I said before, the Amityville Horror from 2000 and around about 2005, 2006. How about you? Favorite remake of all time?
I don't know what my favorite remake would be. I haven't got one. Off the top of my head,
yeah,
I haven't really got one.
No,
but there's definitely two.
Yeah,
I can't think of what they are.
You tell me the way. Most probably when you go away from this video, it'll come into your mind.
I'll have a comment underneath. There's two. There's two because I don't think remakes are as good.
No,
there's two, and there's that are actually better than the original.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, I thought on the top of my head, the Amityville Horror remake, that's the best one for me. But I'm sure there might be one or two more I'll think of when I leave this video, but that's the one that I think of right away. The Amityville Horror remake, yeah. But I'm not a big fan of remakes, usually.
That question's so bugging because there are two.
Yeah. Edward Coppock, have you seen Monsters Go Home? No, I haven't. Have you, Carl? Monsters Go Home? No, haven't seen it. Bushman Blue, The Fearless Vampire Killers is fantastic. Yeah, that's what I was just saying to Carl about Sharon Tate. Yeah, the actor, who played the professor is also in Captain Clegg. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's great, that one, Carl, The Fearless Vampire Killers. Check that one out. Another good Sharon Tate movie, Carl, is Eye of the Devil with David Niven.
Okay,
that's a good one. Yeah, but it's in black and white. I don't know if you're a big fan of black and white movies.
I don't mind. I can do black and white.
Yeah, that's a good one, that. Yeah, so watch out for that one. I've done a review of that as well on my channel. It's very good, very good, the guy that was in Deep Red, David Hemmings, he's in that as well. Deep Red, he's in that. Yeah. We've got up 5 minutes, Carl. Is that all right? We'll finish it off.
Whatever you want to go to, that's fine with me.
Yeah, right. Okay, Chestnut 7. Yeah, think, pardon me, but your teeth are in my neck, Was a shooting title, Alan? Oh, yeah, that was a shooting title, Carl. Pardon me, but I think it's teeth are in my neck. Yeah, the Sharon Tate movie.
It's a
I know. Yeah. Mark's here again. Bushman Blue. The Night of the Living Dead is coming to 4K this year, Alan. Oh, right, I'll watch out for that. I didn't know that, Carl. Did you?
No, I didn't know.
No. Oh, I'll have to watch out for that. But as I said before, it's got to be really good, before I'll upgrade to 4K and that, But I'll watch out for that one, Thanks for that. Right. Just getting the comments here. Edward is saying, are you going to see Pray for the Devil when it comes out in October? I've never heard of it, Edward. Have you, Carl? Pray for the Devil?
No.
You want on me, that? Bumpers Movies, they're going to get you, Barbara. Oh yeah, The Night of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead is coming to 4K. Oh, Criterion. I like Criterion. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. I'd say a big favourite of mine, Carl, all-time favourite horror movie, Rosemary's Baby. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. No.
That's a good one. It's a slow burner. Mia Farrow one. It's a slow burner, but it's great. You want to check it? I'm surprised you haven't seen that one. Yeah, it's good. Rosemary's Baby. That was Roman Polanski as well.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's good, that one. Right. Right. Tony Crosby is saying Alfie Bass was great in The Fearless Vampire Killers. Oh, yeah. I used to like Alfie Bass, Boy, you picked the wrong vampire was a great quote from the movie. Oh, yeah, that's one of the funny quotes, Carl, from the movie. Boy, you picked the wrong vampire. I tell you what, Carl, the main fella who plays the vampire lord, the main man, he's quite scary, He's like Christopher Lee. Yeah, for a comedy movie, he's quite scary. Yeah, yeah, and he's got this son as well. He chases Roman Polanski all around the castle because he's like gay and that, you know, and he chases them all around the castle, and that's great. You want to watch it? It's very good. Yeah, and all the vampire ball as well. You know, with cancer, and there's big mirrors all over, and there's nobody there but only them. You know, that's a great movie, Carl. You want to get it? Check it out. Yeah. I might do a full-length review of that, actually.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. Bumpers Movies. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Is a real cool movie on the premium range and out of stock on the website, though.
Okay.
Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, you mean? Don't? Yeah, that's the one where Kim Darby, you know, True Grit, Carl, the movie True Grit. She's in that, and she's also in this one. And she takes this, basically she takes this house on, and like she's got like a cellar. And the fella in charge, he's an old actor, William Bendix. He was in the Jolson story. He says, whatever you do, don't open that door. What does she do? She opens the door. There's all these demons come out of this thing in the cellar and that. It's very good. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, it's called. Yeah. Very good, yeah. We've got 1 or 2 more minutes, Carl, anyway. And so anybody wants to get some questions in, you know, it's a couple of minutes, just, you know, we'll answer them and that. You know, Carl will, if anything you want to ask him and that, yeah. So I've enjoyed it anyway, Carl.
Yeah, it's been good fun. Thanks for having me on. Yeah.
Right. Pete's here again. What's your favourite Harrison Ford film? Well, I like personally, my favourite Harrison Ford film. I like The Raiders of the Lost Ark, but I also like the one in What Lies Beneath with Michelle Pfeiffer. Have you seen that one, Carl?
Yeah, I saw that one at the cinema. That was a good one.
I like that one. Yeah. Other favourite Harrison Ford films, obviously Raiders of the Lost Ark. You like them, don't you?
Yeah, all the Indiana Jones. But
yeah, he's a good actor. Yeah,
it's Star Wars for me.
Oh, Star Wars. Oh, you like Star Wars, don't you? Yeah.
It's got to be that. But I'd probably, if Air Force One, that was good.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Yeah, and, he's made loads, hasn't he?
Yeah, so many, hasn't he? And
yeah, he was. Did he marry Callister Flockhart, or was he going out with her? The girl about Ally McBeal. Do you know if he married her?
I don't know if he got married. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I know he was going out with her. The girl had the series, Ally McBeal, at the Lawyers Show. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah. Pete's saying, looking forward to the new Predator film. Prey's coming out next month. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of those movies. Are you, Carl?
Predator? I don't mind them. They kind of did go a bit. Again, you can't beat the first one, can you? A Predator.
The first one with Arnie Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I mean, there were, as I haven't actually seen the latest one of that, so because I tried to stay away, but maybe I should get it because it's probably going to be okay. So yeah, I'd have to watch the trailer of that one.
Yeah, just got a couple more in, Carl. Then we'll call it a nice. Yeah, Gary Taylor, Peter Cushing, Doctor Who, Invasion Air, 250. Yeah, Peter Cushing made 2 Doctor Who movies in the 60s, which I haven't seen. Have you, Carl?
No, I probably have seen them. I used to be a mad Doctor Who fan.
Yeah, Doctor Who. Yeah. Have you got a favourite Doctor Who, Carl? Let me guess. I'll try and guess. Tom Baker.
Yeah, Tom Baker and David Tennant.
Who?
David Tennant.
Oh yeah, David Tennant. Yeah. I used to like John Pertwee.
No, that's right. That's nothing wrong with.
And the Daleks. Whenever Doctor Who was on, the Daleks was in. I'd be glued to the television watching them.
Yeah, they were amazing.
Yeah, and the Cybermen. The Cybermen.
Yeah, Cybermen, K9.
Aye, yeah.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Gary Taylor is saying Peter Cushing, Doctor Who and the Daleks, the second film. I'm guessing the 4K Steelbook on Monday. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Get 1 or 2 more in, Carl, and then I'll sign off. Get 1 or 2 more comments in. And Tony Crosby, have you seen the 60s movie, The Vulture? No. Great film. Have you seen? No, I haven't seen that one. And we'll just get 1 more in, and then that's it. Bushman Blue is saying, I did like the remake of The Hills Have Eyes. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, the first one was a bit slow, I thought. But I did like the remake. Yeah.
I need to rewatch that. I've got it out there. So
yeah. Well, it's getting a bit dark in here now, so I think it's time to sign off. Well, thanks again, Carl. Thanks very much. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Thank you very much, Alan, for inviting me on. And
and hopefully in the near future, I might get a couple of you on at the same time. You know, so if you want to come on again, have a couple of people.
Well. You're doing brilliant. You're under control.
Yeah.
And now to block people now, so that obviously worked because it's let other people come in with comments. That's what you want. People asking you questions and stuff.
Yeah.
And not spoiling them. So you did the right thing. You're getting better and better as you go on. So I like to think so, because
I'm still a little bit nervous, you know, because it's all new to me, all this and that, you know. So as I say, that part at the very beginning, when you're actually going to go live, I don't know where something goes wrong somewhere along the way there, because the countdown, for instance, that, you know, counts down 30 seconds. I can never get that right for some reason, because when your video starts, you get the countdown, don't you? Yeah. And it goes down to 30. It counts down to 30. I can never get that spot on for some. I don't know what's going wrong with that.
The first time I went, I you know, hats off to you guys that host a live, because I can understand how people don't do it all the time, because it's really hard. You got to keep comments. You got to keep talking. You got to be
exactly.
Got to be entertaining so people don't switch off. You know,
that's it. Yeah.
It's no good going live and you're both sitting there just sort of staring at it. So hats off to you guys that do these live streams, because and you are getting better and better each week, Alan. So,
thanks very much. Appreciate that. And as I say, keeping up with the comments as well, because they have a tendency to jump up. You know, you've got to sort of like go down and that and find out where you're up to. You know, there's all that. But I really appreciate you coming out on tonight, Carl. Thanks very much. I've enjoyed chatting with you, and all going well in a couple of weeks' time. I'll have a couple of more, you know, you as well, and a couple of other people if you want to come on and that.
That'd be good.
And I hope if you do any Blu-ray hunting over the weekend, I hope you manage to get some good titles.
Yeah. Well, I've got nowhere to go Blu-ray hunting now, because I've shut
of course.
So mail order for me. So.
Oh yeah. Oh well, thanks, Carl. Thanks very much, and I'd like to send thanks to everybody who turned up tonight. I've really enjoyed talking to you all on that, and I hope you all have a nice weekend and that, whatever you decide to do and that. And all going well. I'll talk to you all again soon. So I'll terminate it now, then, Carl. So thanks again, mate, for coming along.
So much. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and have a nice weekend. I'll speak to you now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.